This video is for those of you that really just feel like you need a break in your day to recenter and refocus. Maybe you've had a rough morning at work, maybe you've been chasing a toddler around since 5 in the morning. Whatever it is, I am here for you. You may want to grab a strap for today's practice, maybe not also. If you don't have a strap, grab just a bath towel out of your closet. Otherwise, the only thing that you need is your mat and a good attitude. So grab that and I'll see you here in a few seconds. All right, welcome back to your mat. Go ahead and find your easy seated position, Sukhasana. Pull that fleshy part of the butt out here. Sit up nice and tall. Imagine that string that runs all the way from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head, and that somebody's pulling on that, almost lifting you away from the mat here. While doing that, try not to let your legs rise up, but know that they may also do that until you get used to this position. So it's completely normal and natural. Stack your head over heart, heart over pelvis. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes here and begin to deepen your breath. If you want to go in through the nose and out through the mouth, I invite you to do so. Today's intention is all about recentering and refocusing and setting yourself up to have an awesome second half of your day. This practice also works anytime. So anytime you feel like you need to sit down, recenter, this is a great video to come back to. So also make sure that you subscribe so that you don't ever miss any videos. All right, so whether you've been sitting at a desk all day, running around chasing a toddler, whatever it might be, you're gonna carry a lot of tension in your neck, upper back, and hips. So we're gonna work on those areas specifically today. So go ahead and find some gentle movement in the neck here. So make some big circles to the right. Switch to the left here. Close your eyes. Let the sound of my voice guide you. You don't need to be watching me. There's no way to do this wrong. It's whatever feels good for your neck here. Mine's super creaky this morning. You can hear it clicking. Remember to keep breathing here. If you find anywhere that sticks, let it stick. Stretch it out. Now find a moment of stillness and tuck that chin down towards the chest and feel this awesome stretch here in the back of the neck. Two more breaths here. Beautiful. Got those eyelashes open, come back through center here. And let's begin to find some movement in the shoulders. So on an inhale, your shoulders come up towards your ears, and then an exhale rolls them back and down. Hang out here for a second. Welcome this crunch in your upper back if you have it like I do. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. One more, let something go this time, side out through the mouth. Inhale up, down, beautiful. All right, keep moving those shoulders here. Inhale, arms rise, exhale down. Inhale, arms rise, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Remember to sit up nice and tall here. Two more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll it up to tabletop. Move slowly, mindfully, with intention here. All right, find that tabletop position here. Meaty part of the hand is on the mat. Wrists are directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hip points, and feet are flat on the floor. Beautiful. All right, let's keep working out that upper back body. So send that right arm forward, reach here, and then take it through the left side. Right ear comes to the mat here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can walk this left hand out And feel this awesome stretch here in the upper back body. Hang out here, just breathe. One more breath here. And at the bottom of your exhale, press back up through that left hand, unravel here, come back through center, and we're gonna do the other side. Reach the left arm out long here, reach, 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 and then send it through here, thread that needle. Left ear comes to the mat, walk that right hand out if you wanna go a little deeper. And we breathe. Focus on hearing yourself breathe. One great way to refocus and recenter is to focus on your breath. Think about being in the now, in this moment. You don't have anywhere else to be or anything else to do while you're on your mat. One more breath. The bottom of that exhale, press up through the right palm and unravel, come back through tabletop here. All right, make sure you have enough room behind you to kick some legs out here. So what we're gonna do is send that right leg out long and begin to just find a little seesaw motion here. We'll wake up the back of the leg, the calf. And when you're ready, raise that left leg. Find a neutral spine here. Lift away from your mat here. The right leg is fully engaged. Imagine that there's a wall behind you that you're pressing away from. Now send that right leg over behind the left side. Toes come down to the earth and your gaze goes over your left shoulder towards that back foot. Starting to open these hips here. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Now slowly lift that leg and bring it back over. Beautiful. Knee comes down, shake tail, and send the left leg out long. Find that seesaw motion here. Wake up that left leg, especially if you've been sitting all day. And when you're ready, lift that left leg up. Find your neutral spine here. Gaze is maybe just in front of your hands, about a foot. You're pressing away from the mat here. Fingers are wide here. I like to think about my hands being like starfish. Whatever gets you through the day. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, send that leg over to the left, or to the right, Jody. Toes come to the earth and gaze goes over that right shoulder to look at your foot. And breathe. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Lift that left leg, send it back over and back to your tabletop position. Take a little rest here. Sit back on the heels, reach the arms out as far in front of you as you can. Open up through the shoulders here and forehead comes to the mat. Child's pose. 5 breaths here. Let something go, something that you're holding on to. Remember to breathe deep into the belly, bypass the lungs. Fill the belly with each inhale. Two more. All Right. Slowly roll it back up and find your tabletop position. And let's begin our cat-cow. So inhale, drops the belly. Exhale, rounds the belly. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round. 2 more here. Inhale, we drop. Exhale, we round. Inhale, drop. Last one here. Exhale, we round. Stay up here in this cat position and find some movement here. Maybe your hips go side to side. Maybe you rock it back and forth. Feel the different sensations in the upper back body based on where you move, how your neck moves. Go off the rails a little bit here. There are no rules. I'm so tired of rules. All right, come back through, find that tabletop position, curl the toes under, and send it back. Downward facing dog. First one of the day. Pedal it out here. Roll those elbows forward. Press away from the mat here. Drive the heels down while pulling the hips up towards the sky. Breathe. Gaze goes forward and cross-legged walk to the front of the mat here. Meet me in forward fold. Inhale brings us halfway up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 breaths here. Engage your quads here. Pull yourself away from the mat. Imagine that you're growing out of the ground. Eyes are closed here. Feel that sway. 1 more breath. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, rain it down to the side. Plant the palms here. Step the left toes back. Lower down on the knee here. Untuck the toes. And find this low lunge here. Feel this stretch in the hip flexor. Wake those hips up. Maybe you find a little gentle motion here that stretches that hip flexor. Maybe you want to stay perfectly still and you want to be here in your posture. That's fine too. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of that exhale, plant the palms, untuck the back toes, and step the right foot back. Find your downward facing dog. And begin to cross-legged walk towards the front of the mat. Meet me in forward fold. Bend your knees here if that feels good for you. I'm always a knee bender. Inhale, we halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 breaths here. Close your eyes. There's nothing but you and your breath right now. And of course, the sound of my voice. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, we rain it down. Plant the palms. Step the right toes back this time. Lower down on that knee, untuck the back toes, and rise. Find that low lunge here. I like this little gentle sawing motion. It feels really awesome in my hip flexor. But again, if you want to be here, be here. If you're here, make sure you're plugging your shoulders in, rolling them away from your ears, and not hunched up here like this. Two more breaths here. And at the bottom of that exhale, plant the palms, untuck the toes, and send it back up for downward facing dog. 5 breaths here this time, so settle in, find some stillness. more breath. On your next inhale, right leg lifts, and on your exhale, step it up through between the hands here. Pivot to 45 on that back foot, and we're gonna open up for warrior two here. So find your foundation here, heels in line with the arch of the back foot. Square your hips towards the long edge of your mat as much as you can, and then roll this right quad back. Arms rise here. Gaze is over the middle finger on the right hand here. Feel this awesome stretch in your legs and hips. Build some fire before you go back to sitting for the rest of the day or chasing or whatever you might be doing. Flip that right palm over, reach forward, and then send it up and back here, reverse warrior. One more breath here. The bottom of that exhale, send it through here for extended side angle. Forearm for right now comes to the top of the right thigh and left arm reaches forward. If you want to play with taking your right hand down to the mat here, you can, or down to a block. All right. Roll it back up through warrior two here, straighten that right leg, and we're gonna take a brief little triangle here. So tilt down, find the ground, find your shin, just avoid your knee, whatever it might be. One more breath. Roll it back up through warrior two. Turn the right toes forward here. Face the long edge of your mat. Reach up high here and fold. Breathe it out. Find a little rocking motion here. Feel the difference in your hamstrings when you're on your toes versus on your heels. Notice that sensation. Pay attention, people. One more breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Roll it up slowly here and warrior sequence left side. So turn towards the other edge of your mat here. Find your footing. Find your foundation here. And when you're ready, arms rise. 3 breaths here. Flip that palm over, reach, and then send it up and back. Don't crash into your reverse warrior here. Imagine that you're still pulling yourself up away from the ground. Maybe take a bind here with that right arm. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of that exhale, send it through here. Left forearm comes to the top of the left knee, and right arm reaches overhead. Gazes up towards the sky, hug the belly in tight here. 2 breaths. And at the bottom of that exhale, roll it back up to your warrior two. Straighten through that front leg and tilt for triangle. 3 breaths here. Gazes up towards the sky. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of that exhale, bend through the left knee, come back through warrior two. Stand it up. Turn those toes towards the long edge of your mat here. Just take a big stretch up and overhead. Gaze goes up. And then slowly send it down for wide-legged forward fold. Find some stillness this time. Head hangs heavy. Maybe your hands come through the center of your legs. Maybe you bind here around your big toes. We're gonna hang out here for a second, let the blood flow down to our head. 2 more breaths. Hands come to the mat here. Not to do anything fancy, but just to lower you down to a seated position. Find your Baddha Konasana here. Soles of the feet come together. Walk the butt up towards the heels. Sit up nice and tall. Drive those knees down towards the mat. And breathe. Should feel a stretch here through the inner thigh, the outer hip, hamstrings, glutes. This is a great restorative and balancing posture. 2 more breaths here. All right, unravel out of that posture and find your way down to your back. All right, hug those knees up and in here, and then let the feet fall to the mat. Feet are at the edges of the mat here. We're just gonna windshield wiper the legs to the left and to the right. Feel the stretch here in the hip flexors. Bonus points if you sync this movement with your breath. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. See, that's how it works. A few more here. All right, send those legs out long. If you have a strap or a towel, this is where you're going to want it. So go ahead and kick that right foot up towards the sky here. Wrap that strap or towel around the leg. Keep your left toes engaged here. And then you're gonna pull that arch of the foot here back towards your face. Feel that awesome stretch here in the hamstring, back of the leg. Two more breaths here. Beautiful. Unravel slowly and switch feet here. So left foot goes up, right foot goes out. Remember to keep integrity through that right foot. Pull that left leg up towards you, not to the point of ripping your hamstring out. It shouldn't hurt. This one may feel a little bit different than the other. My left side's always a little bit tighter. And breathe. Two more breaths. And unravel. Aren't you glad I made you get that towel out of your closet? That's all you need it for. Send that right leg up, bend the left leg up here so the sole of the foot is flat with the mat. And send the ankle to the top of that left thigh. Sorry, right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Take that right hand, put it just below the knee joint here and press that right knee out. Open the hips here. Recline pigeon. If you want to lift your left leg off the ground, I invite you to do so now. It's not necessary. If you want to straighten this leg, you can do that as well. Depends on how deep you want to go today into this hip stretch. We're here for 5 breaths. Notice if your chin's tucking here. Try to find the most neutral spine you can find and feel that connection from the base of the neck all the way through the base of your spine. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of that second exhale, unravel. Send both legs out long here and shake it out. Whee! Bend the right knee, sole of the foot comes to the mat. Send the left leg up and over here. Find that reclined pigeon Start to roll that hip out here. Press just below the knee. Notice a theme here that we never want to press on our knee joints. Not good for you. All right, if you want to, go ahead and pull that right foot up. Notice that I still have my right foot and my left foot flexed here. I invite you to play with that position though and notice the difference, and you'll see why I tell you to flex your feet. We're here for 3 more breaths. And at the bottom of that third exhale, unravel, let those feet hit the mat. Let it be hard, why not? Go ahead and pull those knees up towards the chest. Bring your nose up towards your knees. Give yourself a big hug here. And send those feet out towards the corners of your mat here. Wiggle the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Body gets heavy here. Arms come to the mat. Tuck that chin a little bit. Shavasana. Take this moment, this last moment of the day for yourself. Let the body be heavy. Feel the earth support you. Let your breath return to its normal state. If you have time, I invite you to stay here for as long as you can, really. Shavasana is the best. But if you have to go back to work, or just chasing the toddler to cleaning or whatever you've been doing with your day, go ahead and slowly start to roll back up. Find that easy position. Pull the fleshy part of the butt out. Spend a moment here, just in silence, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Breathe. Bat those eyelashes open. Hands come together at heart center. Thank yourself for showing up, for taking this break in your day. I hope you feel at least a little bit more relaxed and more focused. I know that I do. Namaste.